Hello, welcome back to Kerrogore Studios. Tonight we have a special session for you, the Fellowship of the Big Cheese. Hope you're having a wonderful night. The players haven't seen the art yet, so they're going to have fun here in just a second. Well, they might have seen their own, but not everyone else's. So we're going to shift right in. There's no recap that needs to be done. The date doesn't matter for once in my campaign. There is not even a moon or schedule set in the calendar. Doesn't matter. It's probably springtime. And I will shift us over to gameplay. The game takes place, as all the characters would know, within the Hoos. A large world in space, this immense structure that houses many different people groups and connections. That is just a single gate to the larger outside world from the backyard and beyond. Some of our party members are from the colony Rodentia Minimia. In particular, there is Martin, the prince who has found a reason to show himself, a reason to give the people hope for the future as his father has fallen ill. Gathering individuals from across the lands, from within and without Rodentia Minimia, travelers who he's heard many stories of, Martin has brought them all to the tavern in Rodentia Minimia, where he has begun to explain to them. Let me see, do I have where are the pictures? Did I not? Here we go, I can import pictures. 1 second. Where he has gathered them up to meet with the plan to tell them. Sorry, making sure I got everything. Didn't realize these were in here.
Love to see it.
And uncategorized. Is that not? Apparently the images already exist. Maybe I just need to. There we go. That works. Create map record. As he explains to the party, there is the end goal of ascending from Rodentia Minimia, the easy part, crossing the Florberd, the barren wasteland, climbing up to the top of the Cantier, and finding a valuable block of Gruyere cheese, which could revitalize his land, provide an abundance that they haven't seen in many years, give the opportunity for his people to have faith in him. You would all see as he brings you all to this table, the main individual, where is he? You see the Mouse Prince, known as Martin.
Be right back, sorry.
Well, bye then. No, you're good. The Mouse Prince, known as Martin, as he steps into the area wearing the finest available armor from scraps of metal and plastic, a shield button finely combed and set to his hand, and a powerful needle, a sword of a long-forgotten warrior. Looking to each of the individuals, he would introduce each of you, including, let's save Chris, including the wandering monk known as Peace among the peoples. Though his background is shrouded in mystery, he has shown himself to be a wise and capable fellow. The tall and imposing figure, a shadow and a story amongst all the people of Rodentia Minimia and outside. The unsettling and tall Naban, Dark Mothman, shrouded in mystery.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're here at with the Prince and he is telling us all about this awesome stuff.
An
Don't
old
forget to
shrew.
like and subscribe.
Can we turn the lights on?
The old shrew, this old man who Martin knew personally as an advisor to his father. A fairly gentle-looking soul with a cheese skyblinder staff. Is Chris back for your reveal?
Sorry, yeah.
You're good.
It was
No
a
worries.
kiddo issue.
No worries.
Micah,
So
can
far,
you
it's
identify
okay.
the pictures, please?
Pardon?
Can you identify the pictures, please?
Sure, they're gonna say
You're
things
telling
like
us their names.
but they're okay. I will have to correct their names then, because some of them, like the Jerboa 2, is Jerboa 2, also known as Peace. Oh, there you go. That's fixed. The spiny but happy-looking warrior with a large lollipop strapped to it. Well, is it her? I believe we decided on her.
Yeah.
Strapped to her back.
Yep.
This spiny and pleasant-looking fellow, Nutmeg.
Lady.
This spiny and pleasant-looking lady,
Pleasant
Nutmeg.
lady.
Oh
Fix.
my god.
The
Oh,
bond.
that's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Why is there a belt? What's it holding up?
That's my
Style.
pet.
Old fashion.
Oh, it's got a pouch on the other side? Okay. That makes
Probably.
more sense.
How does the belt go between the back and the back?
Well,
It
I mean,
goes underneath
on the
the
back of a
spines.
hedgehog is all spines like porcupine.
Just built
Hey.
different.
Built different.
The spines are removable.
That is also technically true.
It's a
not
piercing.
explicitly.
Like,
As the party settles down, I will also show my... I worked very hard and very much like the thumbnail that I'm about to set on the back. Assets. The Fellowship of the Big Cheese. The party is gathered together. You largely would have an idea of what's going on, at least of what Martin would have told you. If you want to do introductions and talk at what amounts to a mouse tavern within Rodentia Minimia, you may, before embarking on a journey up onto the Floorbaird.
Hey, question before we start. How do I get to where I can like click on like spells and stuff to read the description?
It's
Uh,
the square. That looks
The
like a
square hole.
checkbox.
Oh, okay.
So in the actions, you can press the gear to be able to see what it does, and then the little checkbox on the left side should open the actual spell itself. I don't. Y'all can take a long rest or two if you want to. I don't know that you will need it. You can probably do the whole thing on one. Just warning ahead of time. Don't be afraid to use your stuff. Enjoy.
above board question.
Yeah.
How did I gather all these rodents together?
Through various messages and word of mouth,
Oh,
hearing about the
just got people.
tall and intense Naban who has traveled among the lands, Peace, Nutmeg from out at the backyard, who you had heard about and who journeyed here, and Afaris, your father's counselor.
Cool.
Through various methods appropriate to their backstories.
For reasons that make sense, we're
For-
all here.
Yes, for reasons that make sense, they have all come and agreed to meet at this tavern.
Where in the hoose is this tavern?
Yes, bustling thimbles are being given out of various drinks, little bits of alcohol, little bits of not alcohol. On small
Thimbles?
button
Doesn't
tables.
sound like an effective drinking glass.
I mean, you have another drinking glass in mind?
I mean, thimbles are full of holes.
Not
Thimble?
all the time. Sometimes they're just dented
Oh.
so that it has a place for the needle to rest in while you're pushing.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
From thimbles, buttons, and similar plates full of small bits of fruit, cheese, scraps of cracker.
I'm so sad that I missed some of those descriptions, but this is just so great. Do we end up all is he waiting at like the table for us, or is he like, hey?
You have all arrived within and at the table, and he has walked up to the table, greeting his party.
Okay, before Martin can speak, Nutmeg will stand up and extend a paw. Hi, I'm Nutmeg Pennywhistle of the Cal Bennett Pennywhistles. I'm excited to meet you and look forward to any trouble we might get into and out of together.
Hi, I am Martin. I think you know who I am.
Yes, you said there's great cheese involved.
True.
Also, do you have any peanut butter?
When we're getting the cheese, we can go look.
Great, I like peanut butter too. And then she goes over, hi, I'm Nutmeg Pennywhistle. She starts shaking everyone's hand. She goes through her same spiel every time. Hi, I'm Nutmeg Pennywhistles. I'm excited to meet you and look forward to any trouble we might get into and out of together. Hi, I'm Nutmeg Pennywhistle.
I feel like this is a trope bar up from Thicket.
I love to see it.
Hey,
I think Thicket's more innocent. I think Nutmeg is more like just way more aggressive, like friendly.
Thicket, personality-wise, is heavily based off of Olaf.
Okay.
what was that?
Did I never put that together?
Thicket, Sam, Thicket's personality is heavily based off of Olaf from Frozen.
Does that count?
That makes a lot of sense.
It really does.
My name's Olaf, and I like warm hugs. My name's Thicket, and I'm from the forest.
There we go. Can people hear me now?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
hear. Were you able to hear us? We were able to hear you.
No, I was not.
Oh no.
No, like my ping went up to like 5,000.
Oh.
Oof.
I don't know what that was about.
Well,
What
Martin,
was that?
your party has been assembled.
Yeah. So we gotta get to the Bared Wasteland and then on the Cooter.
Frontier.
Frontier. Yeah. Gotta get used to the weird pronunciations. I mean, yeah, so anybody have questions? Any questions? Speak now or forever hold your cheese.
Do we know anything about where the cheese is?
Is on the Frontier.
Yes, I suppose I should
Please.
mention, there is though some of you would hear it, it seems that there has been a confirmation of its location. There have been many stories throughout the ages of mysterious large amounts of cheese appearing atop the Frontier. It only lasts so long and seems to magically dwindle over time. Perhaps due to the powers of the giants who ascend and stand along the floor bared. But occasionally, more will appear, and it appears that a large chunk of Gruyere is shown up. Who knows how long it will last.
Is it guarded? Do we know?
You know, sometimes you have to be stealthy so as not to be found by the giants. But there are often times where it's unguarded for many hours. But it doesn't make it easy to get to.
Change from time to time. The giants come and go as they please.
Well, I am ready to lend my aid in however you need.
Amazing. Any other questions?
Picking your party.
Cool.
You very quietly and quickly move throughout Rodentia Minimia, a large stretch of various small structures, holes and passages between and underneath walls, but with one main entrance and exit that enters into the Kachen. Coming out of the hole to the Kachen, sitting on the long side apart from the Kantir, there's a barren wasteland in front of you. These long tiles, the floor bared, stretching out, perhaps even a dozen feet. You see several other doorways exiting into further areas of the giant's domain, including a laundry room. The shortest path between you and the Kantir passes right by it, but who knows where it may be safe.
Do I see any signs of Dawn Fluffles?
Make a perception check.
How did I not get that? I read it and I thought it was another mouse, not a freaking cat.
Looking around, you see no evidence of the Dawn or his minions, but you do know his primary domain, his home, his house, is within the laundry room.
Actually, it's Hoos.
Yes, his hoose, his own personal element of the hoose, is within the laundry room.
The laundry room, huh? Interesting.
The open of which is right in the path to Kantir from where you are, unless you were to take a long and arduous path around the opposite end.
Is there a map?
There is no map of the kitchen. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, the kitchen.
You can.
Kitchen. However, you do hear an element of some kind of chanting in the distance piece, though it's hard to tell exactly from where. The room is so large it can sometimes be difficult to even see small creatures on opposite ends. There's something echoing.
Something echoing, saying what?
Chanting.
Wait, what? Chanting?
Yep, you
Echoing
hear chanting
chanting.
from echoing chanting somewhere in the room.
Does it sound familiar?
No, not to you, but it does sound very uniform.
Nabin, you can fly. Can you figure out what the chanting is or where it's coming from?
Sure. I guess. Can I fly?
You're a moth.
You got wings.
You do.
You should know.
You have
Hey.
a 30-foot fly speed.
Wait.
There you go.
Wait, so Giselin is a moth faunus, and now
And now has gone full moth.
what in the?
Listen,
Okay.
listen, Giselin has the things she likes, and I'm willing to indulge that.
Alright, guys. Watch me as I fly and see what this chanting is. Like and subscribe. And he's going to...
Wait, does this character actually have a YouTube channel?
As you've seen Naban hold... Well, what exactly does it look like to everyone else that what Naban is holding and speaking into?
It's a GoPro.
It's a GoPro. It's a fairly small
but it-
GoPro that he holds up.
It's completely busted.
Yeah.
And there is no red blinking light.
There is no function here,
Okay.
but that will not stop him.
That's even better, actually.
So, I guess, can I stealth and fly and see what I can
You
see?
can. Stealth check, as there is some light coming through the room. It appears to be in the relatively early hours of the morning.
Oh,
Light coming through the open window above the sink.
I don't have expertise, but I
Oh.
do have proficiency.
You do have proficiency, but you no longer have all your crazy skills. You still roll really well, though. You are stealthily like a shadow moving through a bright light. Wait, that's not right. But yes, go ahead and make a perception check or investigation.
Okay. Perception. Investigation is -1, so we're gonna do perception.
Welcome to playing a not
Is
your
+1.
rogue.
Ooh.
You fly
Ooh.
up, but you can see nor hear nothing that would be considered chanting.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I'll fly back to the group. I don't hear any chanting, so you guys are crazy.
Well, then I guess we proceed. Do we? Okay. Can I tell what direction it's coming from? You said it's sort of echoey, but is there like a stronger direction that it sounds like?
You haven't quite heard it yet, so you can make a perception check if you'd like. The Peace, the Jerboa monk,
he's
is the
heard
one
it.
who has
Okay.
heard it.
Gotcha.
What?
Let me.
You were the one who made the perception check and heard the chanting.
Ah.
You hear no
do not
chanting.
hear it.
So far, Peace is the only one who has heard this.
Do I know where it's coming from?
It's coming vaguely from the other side of the room, a little bit toward the laundry room, or the laundry.
Chanting?
Nutmeg hears nothing.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. I think we should. It's fine. We're fine.
Over time, Peace, it does seem to shift from location to location. Not like magically, but like over time, it feels like it's moving.
Trust me, my ears are huge. I can tell where
A forest, you also
there's
do
a
not hear.
noise.
Perhaps it's due to your old hearing ears, but you also hear
Peace,
something.
does it sound like anything familiar? Like, what does it sound like? Like, do you recognize it? Does it sound friendly?
I don't recognize where it. It's unlike anything I've ever heard before.
It's also unlike anything I've ever heard before because I still haven't heard it.
Are we needing to go to the laundry room?
We don't want to go to the laundry room. That is where Don Fluffles resides.
Okay.
We want to steer clear, if we can.
Well, I think we should be good if we're avoiding the laundry room. I'm not sure what it is, but it sounds like it's coming from over there.
Over where? Over towards the laundry room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're at the end of a hallway, right?
You are on one side of a kitchen. There is a large
side.
table toward the center of the kitchen. A cooking area with, stove, sink, and everything that connects to the countertop. There are two main entrances to the room. One is off to the left that leads into the rest of the house, and the other is to the laundry off to the right.
So,
The
squarish
area
room,
of the contier.
table in the middle.
Yeah.
Two doors on either corner.
The part of the contier that has the Gruyere cheese on it is the right side, or toward the right.
The laundry room is also that way?
Yep. Looks
On
like
the
the
inside,
fastest
okay.
method to reach the contier, where you would have to ascend, would be to pass right by the laundry.
So the laundry's before the
Yep.
contier.
Do we have a map?
No.
Okay.
I do not have a map of the kitchen. I'm sorry.
That's alright. So we've got table in the middle of the room, counter along the right side, door before that, where laundry. On the other side, there's a door to the rest of the house, or a hallway or something. So how far is it to the laundry room door from us?
Oh,
Like if we were just head straight towards the table.
to the table? It's halfway through the room.
Yeah.
It's at least several feet. Hundreds
Okay.
of steps. Dozens, perhaps.
Okay. I guess let's sneak up. I want to sneak up to the laundry room to see if the cat is sleep. To see if the Don is sleeping. Because if he is, we'll have the element of surprise if we need to render him not dangerous.
I would like to go as well.
Anyone else want to come with?
Okay.
There are no objections. You will carefully begin to make your way toward the laundry room, which over time you hear the sounds of the chanting approach Peace. Not seemingly intentionally, but for moving across the room from wherever they were before. They are almost seeming to cut you off from where you would get to the laundry.
The chanting?
Yeah, the chanting. And as you approach, it begins to almost move in front of you and cut you off. As you make these steps, it appears whatever is making this chanting, as you get close, and the rest of you begin to hear it, and you actually begin to see this group does end up walking toward the wall. Not quite toward the laundry, but seem to almost pace. Left, right, left, right, left, 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 right, left. You hear a very angry, annoyed captain with his group behind him. Left, right, left, right, left, 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 wait, left, left. Some of these taller individuals holding these long spears. I say taller, they're all still shorter than you. This very angry one in front holding his own various weapons that, what exactly are his weapons? Holding a scimitar and a dagger at his waist as he marches with his group, with these various individuals with these green helmets made of what looks to be leaves stitched together, and these long spears, as well as you see these more cute but feral-looking ones, a bit shorter, with bright red skin, as you see an ant captain and some army ants pacing through the room.
What is this? That we couldn't see them from far away, but could hear them.
They're all
Yes,
relatively
I love it.
small creatures, but they still seem to be marching past. Were you all
Do
trying to
they
move stealthily?
Yeah.
Then make
Mhm.
stealth checks.
Do I need to make another one?
Nah, you're fine. You're a ghost.
Stealth. Nat 20, let's go.
Not one, not go. It's fine because that works out with what I want to do.
Martin has seemingly also managed to stay along the edge of the tiles, stepping off to the side with Naban actually going upward because no one ever looks upward. So he just flies above in the area, disappearing into the skylight. But Nutmeg and Afaris are both easily seen, though Peace can sulk off to the side. As Nutmeg and Afaris are seen, you see the ant captain looks over. Hey, you! State your business!
Well, Prince Martin wants the cheese, and we're gonna get it for him.
This is a war zone. This is no time for cheese.
Who are you at war with? Oh wait, sorry, Prince. You probably want to talk. Sorry, Prince. He hired me.
Where is this prince?
Forgot I nat 20. Do they look like they want to attack us, or just that
The
they're
ant
just
captain looks very
drunk?
peeved. The other army ants look fairly chill, but like they'll do what he says. The ant
So
captain
ants,
has a
okay.
chip on his shoulder. In fact, you can see what looks to be even a speck of a potato chip on his shoulder.
Okay. Well. Hi. We just want to get past. We don't want to get involved in your war, whoever you're fighting. I mean, I guess.
No,
who are you fighting?
passage can be found. This will not
Who
be
are you
allowed.
at war with?
The Eaters. They've devoured hundreds, thousands of our people.
The Eaters?
The Ant Eaters.
What do these Eaters look like? Ah,
They are long with these
there are
vents.
rarely ants. These Eaters are rarely in the house.
Hmm. But that is why
As
we
far
must
as my
defend this area.
intelligence tells me.
They have been advancing steadily. We can barely even go to the backyard anymore. We must protect our lands at all costs. Amen? Yeah.
What?
And as such,
What
you
lands?
civilians must
I
not
mean-
be able to pass. Return to your lands.
Do I look like a civilian to you? Martin stands up tall on his hind legs. Do I look like a civilian to you?
All furry, long nose. You're with them, aren't you? You're a spy for the Eaters! Men!
Boy.
Artillery! As he immediately
Artillery?
begins to prepare.
How dare you! Ah! I want to be
As
your
I am
friend!
now going to share a map, and you can place yourself yourselves
Nutmeg,
like
tactical
anywhere.
roll.
Y'all can place yourselves anywhere on like the left side of the map, and I will put the people to be able to be shown as they're in a battle formation on the tiles.
I can't believe he thought I was an anteater. I take offense to that.
You're tall and furry,
Mhm.
and have a long nose.
What would you do with a fence?
Selling stuff that I'm not supposed to sell to anyone. No one
You
likes
say
that
we
joke.
had to drag our tokens onto the board?
I can put them on the board. You're fine. Here you go. Put yourselves wherever you want on the left side of the map.
Or I should probably put myself in a square, huh?
Where's it good?
Are we able to be that close, or are we? Did you want us further back?
We were talking to him.
You can be close if you want. I would say if you're like right there next to Martin, you wouldn't be able to be hidden. So for like Peace and Naban in particular, though Naban, you would be like 20 feet up, and somehow unseen to their
Yeah.
eyes. We'll say you're.
I'm gonna
Where do I need to
25.
go to hide?
Where'd you like to
Or
go to hide?
like,
Somewhere just
be
off to
hidden
the.
on my...
Somewhere like. Let's say like a. Beyond this range, probably. The ants aren't that perceptive.
How much movement do I have? It doesn't say. 30 feet?
You're. Why? Oh, I guess I never did
Mine
update your
says
speed.
0.
I guess I did never update your speeds. Everyone should have 30, except I believe Nutmeg and Peace. Let me pull up your character sheets. I believe both of you have increases. Though I don't think Nutmeg has hers yet.
Yeah,
mine's a 0.
You should be able to type in for the speed, or if you press the gear next to the AC and speed and stuff, you can add a base speed. Make your base speed 30 feet.
Got it.
And I will pull up what the speeds should be for the other two. Monk. You have a speed of 45 feet, Mori, for Peace.
Oh, I do?
Yep,
Base?
45 feet. Yep. It's
Oh.
30 from normal, and then the extra 15 feet from Monk. And Chris, yours is 40 feet. Is fast movement.
Yeah, I got it. Also, I should have 4 rages, not 2, but I don't think we're gonna need it. But we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm not. It probably won't be an issue. All right, everyone, go ahead and roll initiatives. As the army ants are attacking.
That was a horrible initiative. Wow, we all rolled horrible
Dang,
initiative.
The whole.
That was rough, guys. Army Ant 12 will be first. Charge! Ah! So he will go up to here, and will make a spear attack at Nutmeg. That's a miss. He stabs toward you, but you quickly dodge out of the way, hit his spear out of the way, something like that. These spears that you as humans playing the game would know are toothpicks. And then Army Ant 11
That
will
link just
charge.
has to turn around and he can't reach his skin.
Ah! As he will run up and attempt an attack at Martin as Army Ant 11 moves forward with his spear. Oh, right, these have multi-attack. They make 2 spear attacks. That's also miss against you. Also, here's another one at Nutmeg, because the first guy would have had 2. He hits! Nutmeg, he is attacking with 2 hands. You take 2 piercing damage! And then Army Ant 11 is going to make his second attack against Martin. And is also going to miss. Martin, it is your turn as you deftly pull up in your right hand, as you are a left-handed mouse. You pull up the button and knock his spear away, keeping him at bay.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I already have my needle out. Might as well use it. I am going to slashy stab.
That super hits. Dealing 9 points of damage as you slash down into the leg of Meow. He reels out and screams as you slice into him, cutting through the carapace and letting whatever the liquid is inside of Bugs escape. That's your first attack?
I think the liquid inside of Bugs is just guts, but okay. That is my first attack, and I get
2 whole attacks.
what? Yeah, extra attack. Yeah, it's just extra attack, and I have action surge, but I can only get that like once, right?
You can get it back on a short rest if y'all have the chance to rest.
On short rest. Okay.
That's one good thing about fighters is like most of their stuff comes back on a short rest.
Well, I guess since he's right next to me, I'm gonna take another swing at him. Wow, these guys have a low AC.
You cut into him. You pierce upward, cutting through into his abdomen. As the ant falls to the side. Though he is fairly small, so it's more like cutting down into his abdomen.
I'm surprised I can do any cutting at all, unless this is a really weird needle.
Stabbing. Stabbing works.
There you go. Alright. Relent my turn. Go.
The angry-looking small red ant looks toward everyone. It makes various noises as it holds its hands in the air, reaches toward its mouth, and shoots fire out from its mouth toward you. As it is going
You took that very literally, didn't you?
They are fire ants, of course. What else would they be? His first Scorching Ray misses. His second Scorching Ray attack also misses. His third Scorching Ray attack at Martin also misses. Well, you did try. Good job, Fire.
I love having a high AC.
As he will retreat back 15 feet. Yeah! Army at 6 will move forward to stab. Yeah! And miss! And try again!
Man, I am just a glutton for punishment today.
They can't hit you, so I guess so. You foolish.
They thought you were.
Yeah. The captain will jump forward. And he is going to... He doesn't know if Nutmeg is dangerous yet. He's going to go ahead and make his multi-attack. As he makes 2 scimitar attacks and 1 dagger attack at Martin. Miss. As you deftly strike his blade away, dancing dramatically as you counter and counter and counter each of his attacks. He pulls up his dagger and does manage to actually pierce as you're distracted with the flourish of your blade. He does manage to stab into you with his dagger, dealing 6 points of damage, cutting up into your arm. Nutmeg.
Oh, it had a neat little bing. I never heard that before.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
you could
because I
turn
don't have
off
a
the
sound.
dings. It's. I think there's an option
I don't want
here if you want to, but
No, it's fun. All right. I just wanted to be friends, you jerk. I rage.
rage.
Wait, he's a barbarian?
Nutmeg is a barbarian
That's great. I love it.
with a lollipop mega hammer. Because what else would a hedgehog barbarian use?
Fair enough.
Even though the other one hit me, I was hired. I'm going after Captain Ant. With that
I see
tasty,
you are
tasty reckless. Why did
recklessing
that-
as well. Ooh, there's a visual
Oh,
update
always.
to the advantage. Let's go. It'll show you.
Which 3 temps? So I just put the 3 temp in there.
Yes, there should be under the effect. There should be. Is there? I guess I didn't add it. Yeah,
No.
just apply
Pretty cool up
temp to your.
That's-
That's fine.
I put it in.
Yeah.
All
Super hits.
right. And it should automatically add the +2 on this damage.
Should.
But if not, yeah, good deal.
13 points of damage as you strike into the Captain Ant. And what else does the Lollipop Mega Hammer do?
So, allow me to describe how this goes. So, I just want to be your friend, you jerk, and I get angry, and then I lick the lollipop with like an intent, and I'm like eyeballing him all like crazy, and then I lick the lollipop and I just like smack him with it, and then all of a sudden he sticks to it.
Your Lollipop Mega Hammer was labeled on the weapon, so now it is. As he is hit, he needs to make a strength save. He does succeed and manages to pull himself off the stickiness of the lollipop. But he was very close
Sounds
to
good.
having been stuck onto you.
It's fine. I'm attacking him for the second part of my turn.
That hits. $13 points of damage. And he succeeds once again on the save.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, he rolled a 4. Oh no, he rolled a 15 plus 4. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, anyway.
Use Louise, he's got some strength on him.
I was like, plus 15. Oh no. All right. Yeah, you leave the nice prince alone. He's a good friend of mine. I mean, we've only met today, but still.
Peace. You're hidden in the darkness of being over there. What would you like to do? As though you've tried to avoid it, violence has once again found you.
I forgot that my character's name was Peace.
Right, yes. I will have to say your actual names, because y'all are not used to being called Peace and Nutmeg
Like,
and
wait, that's me.
Naban.
I don't know. I have quickly fallen in love with Nutmeg, so.
Nutmeg is a very cool character, I agree.
Okay. Let's see here. I can do 2 unarmed strikes as my action, right?
Yep. And then you can use a bonus action to make 1 unarmed strike, or you can expend, I believe it is, how many key points?
I think it's just 1.
Well, yes, 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes instead of 2, and when you do that, you get to use one of your open hand technique effects.
Open hand technique.
I'm sorry, open foot techniques.
Mine says hand.
Well, yes, but narratively, you're a Jerboa, you kick things.
Oh, okay.
Because for anyone who doesn't know what a Jerboa is, it's like a mouse but with strong, long legs.
Okay.
Peace is tall. With strong, powerful limbs.
So I guess I'll go... What? Here?
That works. as you disappear or as you appear seemingly from nowhere.
Unarmed strike. Okay.
Oh, I should turn on combat instead of the regular background music. That's a 14, that hits! So does the 21. Both attacks hit. Seven points of damage to the first attack as you come up and strike into his front leg. As his leg bends backwards, you uppercut into his face, sending him flying to an untimely demise. As he disappears into the skyline.
That was quite the effort to uppercut an ant.
Key point. Let's keep
Hard
going.
to get below it.
Both attacks hit. Dealing another 14 points of damage as you strike into him as he is doing his best to fight back and keep you off of him with his bits of armor that he has. Leaves and pieces of plastic that have been woven together to give him some elements of protection. I believe that is your turn.
Is it still standing?
It is.
Then I want to knock him prone.
Okay, go ahead and make... does he get a save or does he just fall? I think he gets a save.
When you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by your flurry of blows, you can impose one of the following effects on that target. Must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. Let's see. It is here.
I'm trying to get your DC to be the right thing. So DC should be based off of your wisdom and should be higher than 11. There we go. Throw the save on to him. He succeeds! Despite his small frame, he is a quite strong ant. Hey. The small red fire ant runs up and is going to make... How far is this? Is it a 15-foot cone? It is a 15-foot cone.
How much is my DC supposed to be?
Cone, but not centered on him.
Your DC should be 15.
Okay.
15-foot cone. He can hit all three of you. Did I select using the wrong characters? I did. You all make dexterity saves. Afaris fails, the other two both succeed.
We take half.
Those of you who succeeded take half. So, looks like Nutmeg takes 4, absorbs some with temporary hit points. Afaris takes the full 14. And Martin takes 7. That is the fire ant's turn as he expends a spell slot.
I was gonna say I made the save, so it doesn't matter. But technically, I have advantage.
Yeah. Make sure next time before rolling. I guess like the requested part of the rolls isn't set up in the options because I didn't remember to go do that. Or you might have to do it yourself in the options. I'm not sure. The requested rolls. Anyway, hey. As another army comes up, this time as he approaches, he seems to make use of the distraction from the Captain Ant and is making his attacks with advantage. And he manages to hit Peace. Healing 8 points of damage. He makes a second spear attack. This one misses, though, however, as you deftly dodge out of the way from the second one after being caught in the leg by the first one, cutting into you. Army at 18 is going to continue to follow the group. He's going to run up, and with his own advantage, going to make 2 attacks. Yeah! Misses the first one. Reeling back, he pulls up another upper spear attack. Pulling it above his head and trying to strike toward your chest, he hits with a 19! As you manage to use one hand to come up and grab the spear as it cuts into you, but still manage to slice into you a bit. Dealing 5 points of damage before you push him backwards. Army at 5 is going to run up and join the fray. Creatures with pack tactics. They do much better as a group. And is going to hit Nutmeg. Huzzah! Granted, I think they have advantage on Nutmeg anyway because you attacked recklessly.
I did.
You are resisting their damage, however. They got a critical hit! Look at them. Good job, buddy. Deals a total of 9 points, which actually reduces down to 4 points on a critical hit. Dang, my god, that's rough. Afaris, though you are slow and old, it has finally come around to your prepared moment as you look around at the battlefield.
So he's first going to say, "We don't have time for this," and then we'll just cast like Toll of Dead on the captain.
Alright, go ahead and roll the save for Toll the Dead. As you wave your Skyblinder staff, that I believe is a staff that has a piece of cheddar at the top of it. He does unfortunately succeed, and he is far too focused to hear this tolling bell to summon death unto him.
And then I will move back.
Navon, you have been recording this as best you can for your vlogs. What would you like to do? Because you have to make sure there's some content for your second channel, right?
Yes.
Just getting like an action shot from above.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. Listen, I don't really understand how my characters works. But I'm going to fly. Ooh.
I guess you should decide which. Are you in the crescent, new, or full moon cycle?
I get to decide.
Yep, just pick one. Crescent, new or full. I can decide for you. Congratulations, you're in new moon form.
Okay.
You get a free casting of Ray of Sickness if you want it, and then you can do the other stuff that you have.
I guess, well, I was gonna cast color spray, but
then you are in crescent moon form, though I think you actually...
We're not, I don't think I can cast that because it'll hit everybody.
This is true. It is a cone.
I was gonna try to fly above them, but now they're all mixed up. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do Ray of Sickness, I guess.
Sure.
No, what was the other one? I was gonna do. Infestation.
Yeah, use the infestation cantrip.
No, I'm gonna do Ray of Sickness.
You do the Ray of Sickness spell. Do you use your free casting?
Okay. Yes.
Cool. Set off. Go ahead and roll the attack. Do you fly above the creature? Above the army yet?
I'm gonna fly above him and say, "You have been banned." And then, I think this is it. Did I do it right?
You did. You unfortunately missed, which I mean, does he only have to make the save on a hit with the Ray of Sickness? I don't recall. I don't use the spell very often.
I don't know. It doesn't
have
really
to
let
make the
me
save.
see.
Unfortunately, he does not have to make the save as you shoot down at him and he steps off to the side. You've been banned. Nah!
Okay.
Army at 17. So he's going to go underneath where Naban is. I'm just going to move you off to the side so we know where you are, but he can get close enough to attack Jerboa. Good old attack in peace. Yeah. So he hits. Deals 9 total points of damage. Good job, bud. Going to make another attack with advantage. Deals 20 or hits with a 21. As a group, they are powerful. I can't remember the full quote from A Bug's Life, but just imagine Hopper saying that. As Army at 12 is also going to make his own attacks. Hit the first one. Hit the second one. Dealing a grand total from both attacks of 6 damage. Martin, the path has changed very much, but ultimately it's just that you're being swarmed by these ants.
Yeah, seems that way. Though they don't seem to do much damage.
They don't.
Alright, well, I'm gonna see if I can kill the captain and see if they scatter. So I'm gonna roll my attacks on him.
The first one hits, the second one misses.
Okay. Wow.
Deals 10 points of damage as you stab into him, piercing through his 3-fingered hand holding the dagger.
Ants have fingers.
Kind
I
of.
guess that makes sense. Cool.
They do in A Bug's Life, and that's what I'm visualizing.
That's fair. Okay, cool.
There's a light buzzing sound as the fire ant 12 moves up and is going to cast Scorching Ray, this time targeting the flying person in the sky. Yeah. Hits with the first one.
Aim.
Hits with the second one. Hits with the third one. Nope, misses with the third one. As Naban, you take 16 points of fire damage as 3 bolts of flame are launched from the mouth of this fire ant.
Do I?
You take damage, you don't die. You want to
The
die?
moth is on fire!
You have spells and stuff that you can do as reactions, just for the future, so you know you have Absorb Elements and Shield. Absorb Elements can give you resistance to elemental damage, and Shield increases your AC, but you can only choose one per turn. The Captain Ant is going to scream out in pain and then continue to attack Martin.
Is he now?
He's gonna try.
He even rolled with advantage and missed.
Okay, so he's hit with 1 scimitar attack and 1 knife attack. Good job, bud. And deal a grand total of 11 damage as he cuts into you. Nutmeg.
Okay, he did actually like double the damage that I had right there. But
It's not saying much about the damage you had, though. Alright, it says a lot about the damage you already had. Nutmeg. You've been surrounded.
Just like I like it. How dare you hurt my friend?
You smash into the captain. He auto-fails as he is squashed by one large hit, slamming him into the ground with the lollipop. When Nutmeg pulls it back up to swing towards someone else with the second attack, you can see the body of the captain is just stuck onto the lollipop.
So fantastic. But yeah. So then I will move the attack, which let me give myself my 3 temps. And then, and you had me earlier. What's the matter with you? I thought we could be friends.
You swing to the arm ant, striking into it. Oh! As once again, that one you slam, and his whole body just rolls right down the path, flying away from you.
And you! How dare you!
Do you have a third attack?
I do with my bonus action spikes.
I'm trying to. Yes, spikes you can just do. I think you deal extra damage if you're grappling someone. As you turn around and stab the fire ant 5 with the spikes. Ugh! But I think you did 25. Wait, 5, 25. Ant dead. Oh no, you did stab the fire ant, not the ant. Okay.
Yep. Because he was casting spells or whatever. So
as you turn and spike into it, is that your turn?
It is my turn. That is a whopping bunch of stuff I got to do, so that's pretty fun.
Peace. Out.
Okay.
Full Doctor Strange strike, you can practically see its soul leave its body at the first hit. It probably won't die from the first hit. It's not die from the first hit, it just takes 5 damage. Spending a key point. Another 4 points of damage. He is still standing, but it does not look good. You, in seemingly an instant, 4 strikes come in a blur, striking into his chest. He just stands there for a second and then falls down. Barely conscious of having been struck.
I think that's all I can do.
I will fight till the bitter end! The fire ant screams out.
You know, I really thought that would get him to scatter. I'm disappointed.
It's going to once again. Use the power of burning hands! Oh, I should have had him hellish rebuke you, but I didn't. It's too late. Oh, you did have advantage from the danger sense. Looks like you both succeeded, and oddly enough, Peace failed. I don't think you have the half damage.
Detect missiles doesn't work for that, does it?
Nah, deflect missiles does not work on fire.
Or deflect missiles, yeah.
As you all take a bit of damage. As Peace falls over, having been overcome by the heat temporarily.
No,
Army Ant 9.
No peace.
Stab the non-believer! No. What do we do? Target the conscious ones. Seems like the right decision. Probably. Yeah. Wow, failing on the second attack, rolling a 1 and a 2 against Nutmeg. The first attack deals 8 reduced to 4 as you are being prodded just a bit more, but your thick hedgehog hide is keeping you from being damaged very much. Critical hit on a Nutmeg. Yeah. Take a grand total of 4 damage. Another attack on Nutmeg. Not crit, but unnatural 20. Dealing another 1 point of damage. Afaris. It appears the tall friend has fallen over.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let's just do acid splash on Army Ant 9 and 17.
Should be within range, I think. Go ahead and target them both.
Controlled click and click.
Good job.
And did it
Army
only
at
do the
9
one?
succeeds. Can you throw it on 17 as well? It looks like it didn't apply for some reason. And 17 failed. I think you only deal damage to 17 then.
Are you sure?
For Massive Splash, I'm pretty sure. Because most cantrips don't deal half damage. Yeah, they take the regular. Just the 2d6 acid. As you pull out this small bottle marked Danger, Cleaner, and you throw it, exploding around them, dealing 7 points of damage to Army at 7 as it screams in disinfecting pain.
I love it.
Is that your turn?
I love this setting. It's so creative.
I had a lot of fun with this setting. It was all spawned from me reading the BOC in Chris's Amnesia game as bracers of cheese. Everything went uphill from there. Naban, what would you like to do? There's an unconscious party member. There are also
Stop
3
giving
enemies
me-
right below you.
An error message with no pop-up. Okay. I don't think I have any healing.
You might have an item that can heal. You should. I do not see any
Who's down? Peace.
pieces. I also have to give you some items because apparently you got unlucky and you are one of the people that I didn't remember to put all the items onto. So here you go.
Okay. Does that heal?
Yes, the Swiss cheese chunks are effectively healing potions.
But that will take an action, right?
It will take an action to feed it to him.
Have they done any death throws?
No, but these enemies do have multiple
No.
attacks.
Okay. I'm not going to do that. I am, however, going to cast color spray. And I can do that on Oh, I had it pulled up. Oh, yes, I do. 15-foot cone, so I want to put it in such a way that it hits all of these ants, but I think I can put it in
I'd
a
say
way...
you could do it where you just hit those 3 ants if you wanted.
Yeah.
You could probably move. You are in the air.
You could fly down,
Yeah.
hit him in the downward cone. That's basically just like a circle down here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how big it'd be, but something like boom, circle,
So,
downward facing.
I roll 6d10.
6d10.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Oh, at all? It's awesome.
Here's 5.
I love it.
And then add another 36.
36. Okay, Army Ant 4 is the first as you... Let's see, that's 36. That's... Oh, fun. As you reach downward, a bright light appearing from from the small light you hold at your belt, shining downward in various colors, piercing outward with moonlight. More so from the effect of the Force, as all of their little helmets stretch down over their faces and they can't see anything. Huh? Ah! Ah! Anything you'd like to do with movement and
can I-
bonus?
Wait. Hold on. So only that ant was affected?
All 3 of them are asleep or blinded.
Are blinded. Okay. Okay.
You rolled more than their collective hit points.
Okay. I don't think I am aware of any bonus actions other than 1. So
He's going to...
that doesn't help me.
He rolled a 1. He's going to be blind and stab out blindly, missing. I guess he is going to also make a regular roll against peace. That should balance out to normal. And he fails on that one too. Both times he tries to stab at peace, he is stabbing into the air as peace lies on the ground. Martin.
That's what
Hey,
I
it's my turn.
wanted.
Look at that. I am going to cast Fighting Spirit.
You call upon your fighting spirit, focusing in the moment.
Which gives me 5 temp hit points. And
More importantly,
doubles my movement speed. Do they get opportunity attacks?
does it double your movement speed?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
That's.
I think
you
you're.
so... Wait, am I? Was I reading?
I think you're
something wrong?
thinking of Chris's inspiration thing that lets you move as your bonus
don't-
or as a reaction.
Weren't I? Oh wait.
Fighting spirit gives you advantage on all of the attacks for the rest of your turn.
Oh yeah, no, that is. What did I read? Oh, was it?
You might be
haste
looking
that
at
double-
haste. You do have a.
That's what I meant to
a-
do, actually.
I believe
fighting
which
spirit.
of your items
So-
gives you haste? I think it's. Is it? I think it's. Oh, it's your bracers.
I was like,
If you choose
in
to
my
eat your
head,
bracers.
mixing fighting spirit versus haste. Eating the bracers?
Yeah, you can
Excuse
eat.
me?
So you are wearing bracers of sharp cheddar that give you a
Yeah.
+1 bonus to your attack rolls, but you can also choose to eat them, foregoing their attack roll bonus, and instead gain the effect of a potion of haste.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought on my action sheet thought I could just cast haste.
Those are the
Okay. Never
most
mind
the
that.
important bracers of cheese.
All right. I'm gonna leave it at fighting spirit. These guys don't get opportunity attacks if they're blind, right?
They can, but they'll have disadvantage, and your AC is pretty high.
Okay. Can I run right past them and go over that?
I'd say like
and over here?
yeah, sure, I'll give it to you.
Cool. They have to roll
You
their
are going to be
opportunity
attacked
attacks.
twice. Disadvantage. Predictably, they miss you both times.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So I have fighting spirit. I get my hit points and gives me advantage on weapon attack rolls.
Yes.
So I am going to attack this guy twice. With I meant to.
It hits.
Oh, I guess I'll just roll it again. I meant to click the advantage before I did that. So that didn't work. Okay.
They didn't get a crit,
So
so
second attack.
you hit with both attacks.
I was hoping. Cool.
As the first attack strikes in, as this flame bursts from its body, and you're also making a dex save. As you succeed on the dex save, but you still take half. So you initially deal.
Hitting him?
Yeah, he hellish rebukes you, and you take 7 points of damage, taking out your temp HP and 2 more, as your first attack strikes in, dealing 6. But your second attack will not be rebuked,
Okay, cool.
dealing 9 points of damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to second win. Oh wait.
You can bonus. Oh no,
I
yeah,
did the
bonus
fighting
action.
spirit. Bonus action. I can't bonus. I'm good then.
Hello? He's going to burning hands you because you're too close for him to do anything else. You fail. Take damage. Meh. You take
I go
10
down,
points of
don't I?
fire damage as you are being assaulted brutally by this fire ant's flame.
Very close.
I
Nutmeg.
just love the sound of it so much. Anyway, Let's see here. So these 3 are melted. I mean, 5 and all of them, or no? They're not melted?
They are all blinded.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if they're blind, then I guess they theoretically could get an up attack. I don't remember, but either way, it's disadvantage.
Is that they get disadvantage?
Yeah, they will. The last one left, 5, who has not made an attempt at an opportunity, will attack you with disadvantage. And still hit. Good on you, bud. Proud of you. You dealt 3 total damage. But good
Alright.
on you.
Alright, but we are going to Reckless, giving myself 3 more Timpies. And then we are going for the Shenanigans.
That is a big hit.
Alright.
14 points of damage with the first hit. And they are grappled. So they're not restrained, but they are grappled. As you spinning around with the ballet pose, swinging upward and striking them with the sticky side of the lollipop as they are stuck to it in the air.
And now what I'm doing is I'm like hitting them against my spines. So that's going to be my other action and my bonus action. I'm not going to do the auto of 3 damage. I'm going to choose the chance of getting the higher damage and critting. But anyway, so attack 2. Yep, hits. And
you strike against your back. As you pull it back, he's not on the lollipop anymore. As you turn around, looking around, trying to find him, and everyone else can just see that the ant is just impaled on you.
And I'm just scraping him off.
Peace is making a death saving throw. And is waking up with 1 hit point.
Oh yeah.
Peace, your eyes open.
I get an action?
Yes. Your time has not yet come. You have your turn.
Built different.
Built different, Pieces.
Built forward. Tough.
Let's see here. Drinking not drinking. Like
Eating a chunk of Swiss cheese would be a bonus action.
What?
Eating a chunk of Swiss cheese would be a bonus action, yes.
Oh, a bonus action. Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This says bonus action too. Okay.
I've added you an effect for a healing potion onto your sheet.
Thank you. Does it have to be a bonus action?
No, you can action it.
Okay.
You can technically eat both chunks if you wanted.
I'm gonna eat just 1 right now. And then I'm going to hop away.
You use your bonus action hop ability. How far do you get to go?
Okay, wait. Where do I want to go?
Equal to 5 times proficiency bonus, which is 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. As you, without even stepping up, put your feet on the ground and just basically float into the air anime style, gently landing on the ground.
Can I do that?
15 feet, so there.
Just 15?
Just 15. 5 times your proficiency bonus. But then you could walk 5 feet. Yeah, sure. For narrative purposes, you can land there.
So wait, how much movement do I have now?
Let's see, so that would have been
None?
20 feet out of your 45, half from standing up. I'm going to say you have 5 feet left. Also, make sure to heal yourself.
Yeah. Okay, and then healing potion. I didn't add that to myself, but I will fix it.
You did roll max, so definitely take that full roll. The army ant is going to stab blindly into the ether, not realizing that there is no longer anyone nearby. I was going to roll. If he'd rolled a nat 1, he would have stabbed one of his buddies.
That would have been funny.
Speaking of which, let's try luck with the second one. Because these guys can't see anything, and I don't know how long Killer Spray lasts.
Does it last? I thought... Can you not roll to get rid of it?
Hold on.
It lasts until the spell ends, which is 1 round. So Naban's next turn, it ends. Aporis.
Yeah. I think I'll just do acid splash again.
Go for it. If you roll it into the chat box or double click it, I think it'll affect both of them. I think it was just that you were rolling it onto one that it didn't.
Oh.
So if you do the control click on both of them and roll it into the chat or double click the roll, it should affect both. Did it. Good job. They both succeed, unfortunately, and are unaffected by the damage. Naban!
Oh. Why does every time... Oh, okay. Wait. Does it just make a noise every time it's my turn?
Yeah, I think you can turn it off in your
It
settings.
sounds like an error message. I will probably
That's fair.
sub that.
Should be a way to turn it off if you want. I don't know where it is in the settings, but...
They're blinded till the end of my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really have any, AoEs. Except for color spray. So I'm just gonna do an infestation.
Okay, go ahead and roll it on one of them.
Which one do I want to do? I'm gonna do Army Ant 17.
I do want to make sure Infestation has the right damage, so you should be over in a high level to do 2d6.
Uh-huh.
He fails! Roll the poison damage! And then roll a d4 or a d8 to see which direction he walks. As he tries to escape these tiny little... He's dead. As he tries to escape these mites, he cannot as he pats himself, but the mites are too much, and he falls.
The mites are too mighty.
The mites are mighty. They might be too much.
Okay, I'm done.
Martin, you are in pain,
Oh, yeah.
but so is he.
I am in pain. I am going to cast Second Wind.
I love the way you say cast on everything, whether it's not a spell, whether or not it's a spell.
I don't know. Is Second Wind not a spell?
No.
Nope.
It's a natural fighter
Whatever.
ability. You steel yourself against all odds and regain hit points.
Well, I don't know of a better verb for that, so... we attack. Asher, let go, please. Buddy, I love you. Go see Mom.
Sorry, that hits.
Yeah, I know, sorry. He keeps grabbing my mouse arm.
Because you're a mouse.
Funny. That's not what I meant. And we roll again. It hits. Okay.
As you pierce through him in one large burst, the flames flowing around you but leaving you unaffected. As you dramatically swish your cape as you turn back around, holding your blade in your left hand, looking back toward the blinded ants.
No longer blinded.
The no longer blinded ants. Nutmeg.
Why couldn't we have just been friends?
Just imagine heading up. Why couldn't we just be friends? Smashes with a hammer bigger than you are.
Smash. Smash, smash. So great. Are we... I guess it doesn't matter.
One down. Two down as you with one large
Oh
stroke
yeah.
send them flying off into the distance like Team Rocket.
I just wanted to be friends.
Feel the power of my love.
The lollipop. All right, so she pulls it behind her and scratches off any bits of ant guts and whatever, and then just licks the rest clean. And she's looking around for something else to hit, and then she realizes that everybody's okay, and she goes, "Well, that's too bad. I really thought we could have been friends, but at least my new friends are good."
Nutmeg, you scare me.
Oh, thanks. You're such a nice guy.
All right. Should we? So where are we in relation to like cover?
You
of
were
any kind?
approaching the laundry last you were conscious.
Hey, so question. Que-
Yes.
so I don't have animate. Was it animate dead?
Sure you do.
But it said like using the undead thralls, whatever.
Sure you do. Look at your third level spells.
That's not visible on my.
On your actions tab?
Oh,
Right,
never mind. For some reason, it just wouldn't.
I think it was closed.
Okay.
You needed to open it. Okay.
Yeah. So on that one, it says for. Is there like a time limit on that?
They last for 24 hours, and then you can cast the spell again to maintain control for up to 3 of them. I'm sorry, up to 4.
Okay, so if I casted it now, then
You could make one zombie ant. You could cast it 3
Just-
times and have 3 zombie ants.
Arise.
Da-da, 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 da-da,
so yeah, I was thinking the captain, one of the fire ants, and then one of the regular.
Fortunately for me, it all just turns to zombie. But still,
Ah.
you've got one of
Arise.
each. As y'all see Afaris gently moving around and tapping them with his staff. And after a few moments, they begin to shift and stand.
There's a special twinkle in Nutmeg's eyes. Friends! And she goes and hugs the new zombies.
Friendly zombies. You don't get to see that every day.
How close are we to the laundry now?
You're pretty close. You think you might be able to take a quick rest if you wanted before getting any closer, but you could just go ahead and go.
I think we should take a rest. Personally.
Yeah, you take 5 minutes and can take a quick short rest. If
Okay.
that's what you all want to do.
Sure.
You've been rested shortly. You can spend hit dice to heal up if you'd like.
Can
Good.
I?
Mm-hmm.
Can I like pretend that I didn't do the wholeness of body thing?
Yes. Yes,
If
you
we're
may.
taking a short rest.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I saw you do it, and I thought there's a solid chance y'all will just be able to boom and move on.
That's good.
So a short rest, we can use hit die.
That's a normal D&D rule. So are y'all still planning to approach the laundry after your quick rest?
At least scout it out.
I
That
assume the
is
whole
Martin's
party?
idea anyways.
Oh, do I get my key points back?
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would anyone like to spend any more dice that hit?
Would I forgot how to do it.
Okay,
Is
so
it just the HD?
yeah, so if you go to your main page, the HD, if you
Okay.
actually drag the number, it'll heal. That's why y'all have to change it differently for Remnant, is because you can't just edit the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering. How
Y'all
many
can
do
do
I
this
get?
in Remnant
6?
too, you just don't very often.
I've been so bad.
We never in combat in Remnant.
Dude, that's fair. You've had like 6-8 combats since you've joined the campaign 30 sessions ago.
Who needs to use hit die when you can use aura vitality?
For real though. And then use
I
your hit
shouldn't have
die on
used
all
that
of your
last time.
semblances. Are you using any more, Martin?
No, I'm good.
You all take a deep breath before moving over closer to the laundry, looking quietly. You must all roll stealth checks.
Sneaky, 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 sneaky mouse.
Sneaky, 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 sneaky mouse sneak.
Squeaky, 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 squeaky mouse.
Nope. Natural 20.
Not this time.
We're gonna get eaten.
You all get closer, the zombies groaning behind you as you get up to the edge of the laundry, poking your heads over, seeing a gathering of small animals in the distance, most of which don't look like the healthiest. Some of them are rats, some even ants, the occasional cicada. Gathering around an area as you see a large, immensely sized creature lounging in the distance. What do we have here?
Wait,
Recognize it.
are these dead creatures?
No,
Rodents, ants?
no,
Oh.
they appear to be alive, not in the best shape. You see some look like they might have eye patches or similar things, which, speaking of which, as you do recognize the large figure piece, you hear behind you, well, if it isn't someone looking for trouble.
I love Trouble. Oh, that's so great. You know, I was thinking about Trouble the other day, and then she starts taking out and eating her cheese. The
How did they
Pause.
see me?
goat cheese. It's the goat cheese. I do like Trouble. Are we gonna be friends, Matt, getting into and out of Trouble together?
As you turn around to see a eye patch wearing rat standing up with several other creatures, including a large one-horned a rhino beetle, and several other creatures. The rat in one hand holding a mace that he's tapping on his hand. Tisk tisk, peace. I'm sorry, trouble. Can't believe you would come back here after everything you did to us.
That's not my name anymore.
Well, either way, Trouble. The Dawn will want to see ya. Come quietly and nothing bad needs to happen. At least not from us.
Oh, what do you want with peace?
Not about what I want. It's about what the Dawn wants.
What does the Dawn want with peace?
He's gonna want to meet ya. He's gonna want to see the new friends you've made.
The Dawn told me to never come back.
And you did. I think that's where the mistake lies. So you're right here, as he taps over to the laundry room floor. You're right inside his domain, or at least pretty darn close.
I don't know how to respond.
Do you walk?
And what if we don't want to go see the Dawn right now?
I have to make you. I don't want to do it. We will.
Does it look like we can take this guy?
He's got buddies.
Our number of buddies.
And we barely survived a pack of ants.
You barely survived. We did great.
How many of them are there? The
Probably.
beetle and
There's a rat, there's a rhino beetle, there's a half a dozen other small rodents, several other insects, including another moth, though much shorter, more white-colored moth.
Half a dozen other rodents. That sounds like a lot. I vote we just go talk to the Don. We technically have a truce. Currently. Might as well hear him out. What's the harm?
Any objections?
Whatever you say, you're the boss.
If
You
things
follow
get dicey,
along.
we can run.
Over into the laundry room, walking steps flanked by this procession. You step forward, you see an immensely sized creature. This large being, easily large enough to swallow you whole. This dark fur like that of an endless night. These beady green eyes staring out at you. This long fur that you would drown inside if you feel. As it cleans out its teeth with these long sword-like claws. These teeth that could easily pierce through and crush your bones. You see Don Fluffles.
That's great.
He looks down at you. Trouble. You return. I told you never to return. But you are here on the eve of my daughter's birthday. Could you have done this to my family? It is an insult to us. What we once had. Oh,
Come on, Dawn. You know you missed me.
I did, and that is why it hurts the most. That is why I do not want to do what I know I ought to do. And the harm you have spent on... You denied the name we gave you, Trouble. I hear you are calling yourself Peace. You've rejected your calling. You were such a good breaker.
Breaker?
Yes, my enforcer. Someone who could break the kneecaps of those who did not give me what I always owed.
Oh. That clears things up.
You have come back to this. You have returned to me.
Excuse me. Martin does a little bow. I am an emissary from Rodentia Minima, and we are. I brought peace with me on a mission to gain some resources for the kingdom. We just require safe passage for the short time we will be in your territory.
You see, as you mentioned, Rodentia Minimia, the eyes open and then pierce down into these thin lines. Minimia, you say? Oh, what I would not give to know how to enter. But I will settle. You said you are here on a peace mission. Is that right? What
Yes,
do
we
you
only seek resources for the kingdom.
What would you know?
We are
I
running
also
short.
seek resources. So what can you offer me for this passage?
I could be your friend. And she holds out her little hedgehog paw.
Do not have many friends, dear child. But I do have family. Family that has been desecrated and abandoned. And for that I will need something truly affectionate for your passage.
What did you have in mind?
Make me an offer. Perhaps something one of you carries will be worthy of my pain.
I have some really great Swiss cheese that does wonders for pain.
I do like the cheese, but I also see you wear these bracers. I want those as well. Both kinds of cheese to complement the palette of my daughter's wedding.
I guess that's fine. Yeah.
It is a deal then.
Sure.
I bet. I do not know your name. Lead them back. Lead them to the place that they seek. And let them go about their way.
Can I roll an insight check?
Go for it.
I want to as well.
I think they're taking us out back.
With those rolls, you get the sense that if Micah wanted this to last multiple sessions, that would be the case. But because he doesn't, it's not going to be. As they lead you away from the dancing.
We thank you for your hospitality.
You are most welcome, Martin of Minamia.
And a happy birthday to your daughter.
It's our wedding!
You said birthday when we came in.
Don't listen to old me. This is what I am saying now. It is our wedding. Which you do see, it is most definitely a puppy and not a cat. That seems to be dressed up off to the side.
Congratulations to her, then.
As you are led back out, you are given rein, exiting from the laundry. For to come here.
How are we supposed to get up there?
I have how do I say this, Michael?
Python,
Underneath Python.
I think. Or Piton. I say Python.
I have metal stakes that we can climb up.
Oh,
Climbing gear, essentially.
okay.
As you look into the wood of this cantier that rises up multiple feet. You could attempt to climb
it. Would it make it easier if I use the pythons?
Yeah. Make it easier.
That didn't sound ominous. Yeah.
I will try and go up, and I'll drop a rope when I'm up there.
How do you get up there?
Just fly and put
What?
it. I will fly. I'll take the rope and fly up and secure it to something and drop it down.
Do you allow Naban
that's
to do
an
this?
option, yeah.
Naban flies. You're able to take some of the pythons and pierce them into the countertop. As you're doing so, you let down a connection of... It would likely take multiple of your ropes, but seeing as you're all carrying some amount of rope, you can at least have the clear aid, as now each of you need to make athletics checks with advantage to climb up the cantier, to ascend. As you look around behind you, Naban, you see off to the distance the glorious Gruyere, 150 not feet away from you.
The what?
The Gruyere.
The magic cheese.
Cheese.
Okay.
It is an actual cheese, for the record. The Gruyere is
Okay.
just an actual cheese. I'm not even I don't think I'm mispronouncing it.
No, I mean
Just
you could
something
say
mispronounced, though.
you could say with a more of a
Gruyere.
but yeah, that you're right. It's we use that in we use that in the melting pot.
Gruyere.
Nice.
Oh.
Is it a good cheese?
Yeah, it goes super good on a lot of stuff. So yes, it is a good cheese.
Is it not Gruyere?
No.
Might be.
Wikipedia says Gruyere. It's French.
Yeah, I know. I was okay.
Though, since it's French, it should have like 4 more vowels in it. Let's be real.
Well, I think one of them
Gruyere.
I think one of them has an accent. One of the E's.
Yeah, the first D does.
So Peace and
Yeah.
Martin are able to climb up, thankfully dropping a 2 and a 3. I also need Nutmeg and Efaris, as well as the zombies to make athletics checks.
Woo, nat 20. Let me get that hero point.
Why are we
Sure,
getting
take an
zombies
inspiration.
with
Yay! Yeah.
us?
Fun fact, I did roll, remember earlier I rolled a 1 on something? The perception or something? Or the stealth? I could have half luckied that. I totally forgot.
It
True.
worked for your character.
It's fine, yeah, it's
It's
totally
not
right.
halfling lucky, it's happy-go-lucky.
That's true, it is happy-go-lucky, which it plays very much into how I see this. Who's a good girl? You keep giving me all these girl pets, man. They're adorable. Hate
Like
it.
small animals, what can I say? Efaris, however, seems to be struggling to ascend the rope, and the zombies not being able to follow behind him as he is barely even going upward.
They're all trying to like underneath him, hold him, and he's just like on and flipping.
Tie the rope around your waist. I'll pull you up.
Yeah, can I go down and like start carrying them up and just have like a regular roll?
Well, they are small-sized zombies. So yeah, make a regular roll to try to pull up the zombies.
Nope.
Also realize
first
these
one.
zombies will have an abnormally high amount of hit points. They'll get an extra 6 hit
Oh,
points because you're subclass.
All right, there we go. There's one got
As well
up.
as bonus damage.
Took a little while. Nope. It's taking a while, but there you go.
Fortunately, you
That's
have
good.
some time.
Hey, there we go.
But over some time, you're able to carry each of the undead ants upward, and there is just Efaris left.
Do I need to roll to help pull a forest up?
I'd say, especially if you're getting help, like from other people that are up there, like Martin, it would just take a minute as y'all pull Efaris all the way up onto the Contier.
I'm sorry, but my arms are not what they used to be.
Right, Grandpa.
As you ascend onto the Contier, seeing into the distance glorious Gruyere. Make sure it's identified. Bonk.
I love just the random assortment of crap on here.
The pepper, the mushrooms, the peppers.
Did you
Those are
literally name the...
tomatoes.
Oh. I thought
Yes,
red
it
bell pepper.
appears that someone might be making some kind of... preparing for some kind of breakfast. As there is a toaster that is on with toast inside, mushrooms and tomatoes off to the side, and eggs in the distance beyond a large skillet and Gruyere.
Are you sure that those are tomatoes? They look pretty similar to peppers.
I mean, they might be. I looked up pictures of tomatoes, or a bowl of tomatoes, and that's what I ended up stealing off the internet, so maybe.
Okay.
It's fine. You wanted tomatoes, he's having tomatoes.
Who has the highest
Fair
passive
enough.
perception? I feel like it's probably Peace again. Because truly,
Passive is 13.
Maury
Mine-
can
oh,
never
mine's
Passive
escape.
is 14.
Hey. I was about to say, truly Maury can never escape being the most perceptive, but that is incorrect.
I like being perceptive.
This is true. But Martin, and Nutmeg, let's see, what's Navon's? Martin and Nutmeg, you are the first to hear the flapping of wings. As you move toward the Gruyere, making your way along the counter, the
Countier.
Contier, the window above the sink, already open, flutters as this large crow appears in the area, swooping down over. What do we have here?
The bird scatter!
As you see a crow appear. I think we've got lunch. For breakfast, I guess.
Yeah, there's warm bread over there. Then we can be friends. We have our lunch and breakfast here too. I'm Nutmeg, Penny Whistle of the Convent with Penny Whistles. I'm excited to meet you, and I look forward to any trouble we might get into and out of together. She's over there holding out the paw.
Peace puts an arm out to try and stop her.
As the crow
Before
looks
she
over,
tries to give the crow a hug.
bread, and then as the crow tries to land on the toaster and then pushes back off of it, and the whole toaster falls and is pointing sideways, letting out heat into the area in front of it. As this whole area is
Nice.
covered in heat now. As he
Dangerous
moves
hazard. That's
over.
awesome.
I think
Sorry,
I'd rather
fire.
just eat you. As we're having more combat.
That's not what friends do. Do you want a quick break then before this final combat?
Yeah, we could do a quick break if you'd like, as he is landing nearby, close to the eggs. The
Should we roll
crow.
initiatives first?
Sure, you can roll initiatives if you think, and we can take 5 minutes. And
Oh my goodness.
What the
Dang.
heck? That's so bad.
I'll use my inspirations for an advantage initiative. Yay! Look, I got the 20. Does that mean I get it back?
Sure.
Yay! All right, 22. That's what I wanted. It makes sense too because they're trying to shake his hand. I mean his claw, his talons.
His
What am
wing.
I-
It'd be talons,
His wing, maybe?
probably.
Yeah, his wing.
Maybe a wing. I don't know.
Oh.
It's a cartoon bird.
He hasn't stuck anything out to you yet.
I'm gonna be a tough eat because my hedgehog spines will not taste good. But there's that.
It's a cartoon bird. I mean,
Birds make a habit of eating hedgehogs.
I had a lot of fun looking for the pictures for this session, as I'm sure you've
It was
noticed.
so
I just had a lot of
This
fun
pair-
making this
for the-
session.
This crow reminds me of a Disney character or something. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Not
the
sure.
exact vibe I was looking for. Or like the annoying Disney villain in a kid's
the old
show.
school,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It's giving the parrot from Aladdin.
Yeah, it's definitely giving
Iago.
that
Yago, yeah.
vibe. But that's not it. Maybe it's like a Looney Tunes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was thinking the crow from that movie about the bunnies.
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
I don't remember. It's like an old like movie. Like it's animated, but I think it scared me as a kid, and I don't remember the name.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. The one that's like, a whole war, basically.
I think so.
Yeah. What is?
Now I'm really confused.
But I remember like there was a scene in it that was very scary for me, and I think it was just a lot of the birds. Like, I think it was just their eyes or something.
Watership Down.
That
Watership
one,
Down. That does not sound.
and that was the thing. It's a dark bunny novel.
Watership Down.
That's the bunny movie I'm thinking of.
I
This
don't know.
doesn't look
The only
familiar.
animated bunnies I can think of are from Bambi. So
Oh, maybe this is it.
what?
The movie.
Watership Down.
What movie?
No. I'm trying to look at a clip. Because like it has all different types of animated styles, and I'm trying to. Some of them look familiar, but then others it's just like that's not it.
All right, I'll be back.
I'm glad I got to do the bit with Dawn. With the Dawn. It's not every
Yeah.
day you get to do a Godfather bit. Especially not with a cat.
Can you share the picture of the crow again?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh yeah, well, okay, y'all seen basically all of the image I prepped for the session. Ooh. The only one that isn't is a list of things for Jaicelin's subclass, because the Lunar Sorcerer is easily the most complicated sorcerer subclass, and I'd argue perhaps the most powerful. And I'm very happy with the thumbnail. It took a minute to get it all exactly how I wanted. But it was neat trying to get Ephorus the Shrew to be in front of Martin's cape, but behind Martin's tail and sword. That was fun. That was difficult. I loved the character designs I got. It took some effort to find the right ones, and I did have to use a little bit of AI, but fortunately not much. This was also when I first made the icon. Our new icon in the top left. Speaking of which, I guess I should go to server settings and fix the icon in our Discord server. The way it matches. Unless we want to leave it as the... I'll leave it as the Dungeons & Dragons Starbucks icon for now.
I'm back.
Hello, back. I'm Micah.
Nice to meet you.
And you can see over there in the top right of the map that's the Gruyere.
Yeah,
Which is also why you need a whole group to move it, because for y'all's size, that's a whole chunk.
Yeah. It will bring great sustenance. We'll all get a piece to take back to our peoples or whatever, and then whatever other payment was offered.
I was thinking y'all can decide. I was expecting y'all to carry the whole thing all together, throw it off the counter, and then just carry it. And just take the whole piece of cheese, the whole thing of cheese.
Yeah, we take it back to the prince, and then the prince would divvy up portions for each of us, and then plus whatever else, and then the kingdom gets to keep the bulk majority of it. A proper hiring. You get a portion of the spoils, and then additional other rewards, so that the kingdom can flourish, and then they look forward to hiring you again.
I also appreciate that no one has questioned why the old shrew man has animate dead.
Maybe he plays with mushrooms? I don't know.
Sure.
He looks like he has animate dead.
He might already be animated dead.
I mean, I don't know that it'll get revealed tonight, but he definitely has the potential to be the big bad of the next one-shot in this universe.
Nice.
He is not all that he seems.
I mean, I guess given the fact that he couldn't climb a rope.
He may not be that big of a big bad, but you know.
He's falling.
Climbing the rope is not the definition of successful villain.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say, a Taras can't climb a rope.
He's got little arms.
So I did give a stat block to Don if y'all decided y'all really wanted to fight him. It was the Trask stat block. I decided if y'all are gonna try this fight, that's gonna be the TPK.
Nice.
That or try to escape before he eats you all. Like I said, I had a lot of fun prepping this. And playing it. I've enjoyed this very much so far.
This has been adorable. I love it.
It was definitely one that I was like, the aesthetic for this game is going to be cute and funny.
Minus the forest.
Yeah, minus the necromancer shrew, but that's another story. It was also fun with Naban, because Naban is this big, scary-looking moth guy, but he's just a dude. It hasn't come up, but he has one of my favorite items that I gave to y'all, and I loved all the items. I love the Lollipop Mega Hammer. I love the cheese staff. I love a thing that Peace has that is very monk. And Naban, I think, has perhaps my favorite item.
Wait, Naban has the thing?
He has a thing. I don't know which the thing you're thinking of.
The thing that we almost got in Remnant?
Oh, the deck?
No.
Which thing are you thinking of?
A dude had it in like Feldspar or something. Do you want me to just say it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is. I'm looking at my inventory and I have no idea.
The Cave of the Mountebank? No, he does not. Not
The
Mountebank.
Cape of Billowing.
The Cape of Billowing. Yeah, I do love the Cape of Billowing. It's one of my all-time favorite D&D items. I love it so much because it's you use a bonus action to make the cape billow dramatically. It's perfect.
Perfect.
Yes, it is the best item.
It's awesome, but I don't know if perfect is the word I would
It is
use.
the best item with no downsides. Do you want to tell them the other fun item that I gave Naban that you kind of chose when you were telling me and sent me a picture?
Oh, is it the skateboard?
He has a tech deck skateboard.
That's awesome. That's so
What
great.
does it do?
It's just a skateboard.
Nothing?
You can just
It
ride
just
on it.
looks like a
It's a skateboard.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, it's a
I'll
tech deck
use it.
brand mini skateboard that people play with in real life.
On their fingers. But it moves,
Fingers.
so it would work.
It would work. It would function as a proper skateboard for the tall Mothman.
That's generally like a 60-foot movement speed like item.
Sure.
Naban takes it out and does a pop shove it.
I'm just saying,
Sure.
think about it. On a character with like acrobatics and stuff, and you could do some performance checks with it. Like that just sounds fun on so many levels.
I would
Gambit
love...
needs a skateboard now.
Gambit needs a real magical skateboard that hovers so he can just become... what's his name?
Marty
Naban?
McFly.
No, the kid in Treasure Planet with the flying surfboard.
Jim.
Jim
Yeah.
Hawkins.
Jim Hawk. I don't know why. For some reason, my mind was saying Bilbo, and I was like, "That's definitely not it. That is not him." So it sounds like everyone's back. Are you back, Jack? You back in black?
Yep.
Let's go. All right, I'll shoot this back.
The Benbow is the name of the inn.
Benbow. That's why it was in my head. Thank you, my good sir.
Everything in that movie is the exact same name that it is in the actual book, minus all the space stuff. So, like, anything that's space related is not the same, but everything else is the same.
The basic plot line, silver, like, all of it's just Treasure Island.
Like, awesome.
Also, the turtle pirate in the beginning of the movie is named Billy Bones.
Billy Bones? Yeah, you maybe could have thinking about Billy Bones.
Possible. But right now, what I'm thinking about is the Crow.
Yeah. Let's murder him.
Everyone roll your initiatives if you haven't already. I think everyone has, though. So it is Nutmeg's turn. I'm going to say you can have your bless now if you want it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it lasts for an hour, so...
Oh, dang. Does it? I thought it was a minute, but...
No.
Yes?
The elixir of
Specific-
heroism is
yes.
10 minutes and then an hour blast. Like elixir of heroism is honestly like a very solid consumable. Like that's also like a really other thing. Like if you don't give out a lot of money, you give out like a lot of consumables, and that could be helpful.
Oh
But
dang! For the
anyway,
same duration.
whole like side project. But anyway,
Awesome.
let me see. You did not include my my throwing hammers or throwing axes, my hand axes. What would those be? Would those be like broken pieces of glass, something? Like what would that be?
Sure. Or sticks and rocks that you fashioned from outside, from the backyard, since that is from where you are from.
I have a question before we get going with combat.
Go for it.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
So, I think I figured out the saves for my open hand technique in Fantasy Grounds. There's one button on open hand technique that's dexterity. That would be for trying to knock them prone. And I think the other one is on flurry of blows with the strength save for pushing them away. But my question is, you said earlier that the DC for knocking them prone is 15. Shouldn't it be 14?
Yes, they should both be 14, and I just fixed your flurry of blows prone.
Why is the flurry of blows 14 as well?
I believe both are 14 because both of your key saves that monks get is based off of their wisdom. So both DCs should be 14 because it's based off of your wisdom.
Okay.
Like making a DC for a spellcaster.
It's basically your spellcasting ability, but for your monk stuff. That one is going to be... You could probably only get like 30 feet with that move, Chris, because you'd have to climb over the mushrooms.
There was some conversation going, so I was just going to let that go until that was resolved. What I would like to do is I would like to rage, which would grant me the advantage on my strength checks and abilities. And I would like to basically just like run and like plow to the side like a Juggernaut or Colossus or some other like powerful like superhero mutant type dude, and I just want to shove the bowl, and like theoretically the bowl would just like spill over and like maybe the mushrooms would start to roast and it would be smelly mushrooms, and then everything would smell good and maybe it could be distraction. But either way, that's a whole other side thing. But basically I want to be like, shoulder check it and like just plow through with my cute little adorableness. And then be like, I can't believe he didn't want to be friends.
Athletics check with advantage because you're raging. And what were you saying, Jocelyn?
Isn't there something with Constitution as well? Or am I just making that up?
I don't recall.
For what?
If
Or a monk.
I don't recall if the open hand stuff is all strength.
Yeah.
I mean, Peace does have a healing ability. Yeah, exactly as you were saying, you run, shoulder check it, and the whole bowl spills over, flipping over a bit, so the bowl is actually moved to like right here, but then all the mushrooms went flying into this area. So while still very hot, there are now mushrooms roasting in the heat of the toaster.
So awesome.
This ironically works well if what I can do is possible.
Let's hope so.
And then I am going to reckless, and then I'm chucking some handy axes. Ciao.
Just enough range. Let's go.
Yeah, that's why the advantage canceled to a straight roll.
Yeah, should get, yeah. Okay.
And then wait, that one didn't.
You definitely rolled. Did you roll the
Dropped
attack?
the third.
Oh, you did. I mean, I'm only seeing a regular roll for Nutmeg's first hand axe, and the second one did not for some reason.
It went through.
So here's the thing. The first one, Should have been, because I think it's too far. Like, I think it's at the maximum range, which means that it would be disadvantaged normally. But because of my barbarian, it's advantage, so it cancels out the straight roll. It's the second one I think is wrong in this case.
Yeah, but either way, all 3 of those dice hit, so you're
All
good.
right.
Go ahead and roll your 2 damages. Dealing 8 damage with the first one, and 7 damage with the second. As you pull out these small,
Throw, like, glass, I guess.
yeah, pieces of glass from
What?
broken bottles in the garden or otherwise, as you sling them across as they cut into its feathers.
Like, I just want to be friends.
Epheris or Epharis.
Yeah, a question.
Uh-huh.
If I was to use butter, in this case grease,
Uh-huh.
and I was to target like a 10-foot square from where your square is and halfway of this crow, could I put it or throw it or make it in such a way to where if he fails the save, he falls forward, like face forward, and moves up like 5 feet?
I would say
Like, would
there would be a difficult spellcasting check that you will have to make, but you could maybe do it.
And could I use whatever check I need to make? I guess for the aim or whatever of it. Could I use my what was the skill that gave me proficiency in something?
Your long memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, long memory, because you are an elephant shrew. I'd say you can get
Mhm.
proficient in the check, so go ahead and roll a proficiency-based intelligence check, so I guess just a save, because it's the same number.
A save for intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll say it will work. He still has to fail the dex save. If he does fail, though, he will fall forward into the heat.
And so this would be a grease fire, right? So is that more damage than regular?
I don't think the heat of the toaster would be quite so fast to light the butter on fire. But you'll at least get him into the area.
Okay.
Plus, it could be coated, and that would make him greasy, which means that maybe he has like other dex problems later.
It's true.
True.
He will be covered in butter. He'll be ready to get
so-
some fried chicken.
Boop.
Saving throw. He unfortunately succeeds and does not fall prone, but he does have butter on his talons and stuff now as you point out from your staff. This glob of melted butter flies out and splats into the area. That area is still now covered with grease that is beginning to boil in the heat.
And my
Sorry.
me and my zombies are going to kind of move around the toaster, like in this direction.
Okay. You and your 3 different ants. Which do you have the
Why can't
zombie
I-
sheet?
Oh, I can only move one of them.
Interesting. Should be able to move all of them.
Okay, here we go.
Do I have to share like each individual one sheet with you?
I
Either
think
way,
so.
at least you can roll their attacks and stuff from one. If you need, you can just point where you want them to go.
But yeah, they're just gonna kind of come around in the same vicinity.
As the bugs all begin following FRS. Which I guess I just moved them, so that's going to be their turns, is following you. Naban!
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Should my initiative be +7 with quick response?
Yes. I will update you to the total of 9 you should have had, but unfortunately it doesn't change your position.
Okay. Carry on.
Oh man, you roll bad, huh?
I rolled a 2.
Oof.
A 2 plus 7 is still only so much. Which
That'll
of your
do ya.
many spells would you like to use, Naban?
Ooh, many spells.
It's all
Is
these
he about
spells.
to be on fire?
Maybe.
Is Sacred Flame actually fire, or is it just kind of like
it's
magic?
light. It's magic
Oh.
light.
Yeah, the sacred leading, it's the sacred that's the key word on that one.
It's sacred.
We're trying
Like how chilling
to
touch,
make him
neither of the words
fall.
are the operative word in chilling touch because it is neither chilling nor is it touch. So,
We're trying to make him fall somewhere.
yeah, I think what Jack was trying to do was to get him to fall into this big black square, which is being rapidly heated by the heat of the toaster.
Okay.
So I think my thought was if we could provide the cat with meat, then we could just take the cheese.
He never said we couldn't take the cheese.
Sure, you already gave him some cheese to get past.
But,
He might want some more
a little
cheese to
extra
get back.
goodwill. A little extra goodwill never hurt.
Yeah. It's always great when the soon-to-be prince of a rodent colony is friends with the mafia.
Yeah. It's usually a good thing.
Especially it's only the neighboring mafia. It's not his king mafia.
It's
so
true. They're
he's
not in your kingdom. They're the neighboring mafia. But what would you like to do, Jocelyn?
Okay. Oh, I don't know the range on this. I might have to move up.
Blindness, deafness, that's a good spell. It has a range of 30 feet. So,
I would not be
Okay.
able to get in.
not with
Okay.
your regular, not this turn.
No. Okay.
It's still
Well.
30 feet. Damn. So now you are only 45 feet from him.
But I'm not in the heat, right?
You are not currently in the heat, no.
Not currently, so I could be.
You could get into the heat if you wanted, but you are not in the heat right now, no.
Okay. But will the heat get to where I am?
No. Unless someone tries to move a
Okay.
toaster, which is not the easiest thing to do.
Okay. I'll be fine here then.
You do have other spells if you
Okay.
want, or you can hold your action to cast a spell when someone moves within range.
Ooh.
How far is?
He's currently 45 feet. Your Mind Spike is 60
Well,
foot
no.
range.
How far is? Mind Spike doesn't do any damage.
Sure it does. They take 3d8 psychic damage.
Oh, it does.
That's kind of good.
Okay, I guess I'll do that one.
Okey-doke. I believe it is a save. And if he fails,
Please
you
tell
also
me your
get...
mind.
Pardon?
Sorry, I was just saying, like, please tell me your mind spike is something like, "Oh my gosh, look at what this crow is wearing."
No, it's you have been banned.
You have been
Mods,
Ban this
get up.
guy.
Oh,
this
no.
guy.
Unfortunately, the
Aw.
crow has no interest in joining your
Aw.
Discord server, and does he still take half damage? I think, yes, so he still takes half damage. You can still throw half damage at him.
Okay.
Emotional damage.
He's
I'm assuming
question-
it'll
He's
just
still
have it,
hurt
yeah.
that you don't want to let him join, but he didn't want, like, he wasn't planning to join your Discord server, so...
Just a little.
Anyway, whatever. Shut up.
I mean, I wasn't interested anyway. The crow is feeling insulted, but he's insulted by the person who wishes they were friends or the person who does not wish they were friends. Though
I
he's
just
also
wanna be
pretty big, he
friends.
could just be between the two. He's gonna fly up over the toaster heat and to there, kind of on top of the mushrooms, and is going to make a talon attack against Nutmeg and a beak attack against Naban.
Oh no.
Can I
No.
use no
Shield?
reaction?
Yeah, you can use a reaction.
Which ones did you say? It was shield?
Shield, which gives a +5 to AC, and Absorb Elements, which gives you resistance to a particular damage type, usually an elemental damage type.
Okay,
Like
we're gonna
fire.
do shield.
Okay, you
We're
do
gonna do
cast
shield, 'cause
shield,
I
but
don't think this guy
unfortunately it
has-
is not enough to stop his hit. He does hit you and deals some damage. Dealing a total of 23 points of damage as he strikes into you with his beak and reaches back with his back foot toward Nutmeg. Who are you raging already? You are, so you will have your resistance. As he will reach back and claw toward you. I don't know why he had advantage on that.
Because I reckless.
You did. The 31 definitely hits you. As you have been 20 points of slashing damage. Oh, you took none of it because you resisted it down to 10, which all just hit your temp HP. You also don't need to make bless saves. Yeah, you don't need to make the con saves. You can just exit. I don't want to go fix it, but you can just exit it out whenever it comes up. And now you are grappled and restrained as he holds you in one of his claws.
Yeah. But wait, there's more. That's a greasy butter covered claw. Can he actually grapple me? Does he have a disadvantage to grapple? Do I automatically slip out?
I'd say it makes it a check. Go ahead and make an athletics or an acrobatics check to try to escape his buttery claws.
Sounds good.
You'll get a free check rather than having to wait for your turn to try to check.
And I have advantage on this. Lambs.
You do successfully slip right out of his claw, landing back down where you were. I will unrestrain and grapple you.
Thank you.
That is the crow's turn. It's Zombie 5. What do you want Zombie 5 to do? I mean, I guess he moved, so that right, because it was his turn, because you wanted them to come with you, and then I kind of did them all at once. So.
Well, I thought as a bonus action I controlled them.
Yeah, but that's because I'm just saying I moved them all with you, which I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to make them all have the same. I'm going to put Zombie 5 with the same initiative as you, so you can control them all on your turn effectively.
Okay.
I'm going to say for this turn, like you had them all go with you. But now it's Peace's turn.
All right.
Can we get flank on this one?
You can certainly deal damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna go up here.
Yeet. I was so ready, by the way, for your mind spike to just be like brain rot. Just start talking like a TikToker. 26 hits as you run up and punch him right in his chicken leg. Right, I'm sorry, kick him right in his chicken leg.
Push him
You
over.
jump up anime style, spin around, clacking him in his beak twice. Or once.
Okay, for the... I want to do a stunning strike.
You attempt to stun him as you strike into his beak. Make him make the save. He does, fortunately for him, unfortunately for you, he does succeed on the con save and is not stunned. He shakes his head and gets out of it. As you still anime style hang in the air for a moment, would you like the bonus action?
Can I try stunning strike again with a second attack?
Sure. Second attempt to stun the strike.
Good use of key points.
Oh my gosh!
He rolled another 14, unfortunately.
Well,
Those are also attack. You
What?
also get to hit and deal damage whether or not
This
it
is true,
stuns
whether
them.
it works or not. And you do have a bonus action still if you'd like.
yeah.
Stunning strike you can just do for free.
Are you able
Yay.
to push him?
It's another
Yeah, no, I can't right now.
Oh.
So if you do Blurry
That
of
would
Flows,
be if I did Flurry of Blows, but I don't want to do Flurry of Blows. I want to Patient Defense. Because I'm right next to this guy.
You land, taking a deep breath, taking a Tai Chi style stance of some kind or some other martial art stance, taking a deep breath and preparing for his attack. Martin.
Dodge mode.
Did you roll the other damage?
Yes. She rolled both bludgeoning damage. Dealt a total of 12.
Right. Okay.
Martin?
It's a
Yeah.
7 and a 5.
Cool. I just want to make sure you didn't miss a print.
I am going
Print.
to take Fighting Spirit. Get my temp HP. And run up to him and stabby stab.
You dash? Well, you don't dash. You run quickly.
I don't dash.
Are there any other effects you'd like to add to yourself?
I don't believe so.
Not in some kind of
This does give me advantage though, doesn't it? Fighting Spirit.
Fighting Spirit does. Did you did add it to yourself, so yeah, you'll have advantage, so you can roll that again.
Yeah.
Add the effect to yourself from. That does hit
Nice.
Sweet.
with the long sword of Forgotten Heroes, which is a +1 long sword that, if you ever get a crit, does some fun stuff. But yeah. Dealing 11 points of damage.
Yeah,
as you
I really want to
pierce
get
into his
crit.
leg. Second attack unfortunately
Wow,
misses.
that was
Anything else you'd
great.
like to do?
I don't really have.
You short rested. Action surge again.
I didn't action surge the first time, but I could totally action surge. So,
You could.
do I get an extra attack if I action surge?
You get 2. You get a whole
You get
attack
both.
action.
Okay, so I get my extra attack too. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it. Why not? Action surge.
Blitz.
Nova, go, death to crows.
And we will attack again.
Hits.
Is that hit? Sweet.
Another 6 points of
Did something.
damage.
That's good. And I get my extra attack. Womp.
Oh,
As you
almost.
strike forward with just like these repeated piercing in an instant moment, there are 4 strikes into his feathery shoulder, dealing a bunch of damage over the turn. Like, what is that? It's 22. You got 3 11s, 33, 39 points of damage as you pierce him incredibly quickly. The toaster burns brightly, letting heat out into the area and bubbling the nearby butter. Nutmeg.
All right. You leave my friends alone. You're horrible.
I appreciate that Nutmeg just
Oh,
wants
wait.
to make friends.
Hold on. There's a 1 in there, so that means happy-go-lucky. Okay, did not turn into a crit.
Fair enough, fair enough. That is part of what Happy-Go-Lucky can do. You can reroll the 1.
Oh, that's poop damage. Oh well.
Okay.
Uh,
But you can still try
Let's
to
see if
make
he's
it
got the-
grappled.
not
He
that time.
succeeds. Does have a pretty big 29 save for that. That hits. 14 points of damage as you are just breaking into him. As you hear the bird
He rolled.
bones cracking in his thighs.
He can roll a 1 or 2, I think. Yeah, he has like a
could.
10%.
Birds have thighs?
Yes.
I mean, what else do you eat?
You've never had a chicken
Oh,
thigh
so
before?
that's a 1.
I guess
Right.
that's fair. I hadn't thought about it, to be honest.
Yeah, chicken thighs. They're pretty tasty. Part of the dark meat.
And here I butchered chickens and never really given much thought to it, so.
As you repeatedly strike into him. Bam, 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 bam.
We
This
could
is
have
just
gone
being-
to the mall together.
What was that?
We could have gone to the mall together. Why? Why not friend? She's just going down.
Nutmeg Not that. No, you just went. It's FRS.
Yeah. So, uh, let's see if we can get him trained. Let's see, how far away am I? Like 40, 50?
45.
45. So
You
I think
can
I'm-
get him to step backwards. You might be able to get the toast to pop out into his face.
Boom! He gets knocked over for like a D10.
That's why I wanted him to get pushed back.
I mean, I could make him bigger.
You could increase his size. That would technically put him into the area. You would also gain the benefits of being enlarged, but you could do it.
I mean, can I take my bonus action to like stop the concentration after? So I was looking. I think to give him disadvantage if he fails the save on like hitting people. I think I'll give sickness level 1.
Ray of Sickness, not Ray of Enfeeblement. Or one of your other spells.
Ray of Enfeeblement just means he deals half damage.
This is true. Whereas he does get
Rather than,
poisoned
like-
if you Ray of Sickness. Yeah, go ahead and throw the Ray of Sickness at him.
Because I am within 60 feet.
Yeah. You hit, and he... Unfortunately, he succeeds on the poison, but you do deal damage. Dealing 10 points of poison damage to him.
Okay, so I think I'll have all of the zombies move their 30 closer to him.
Looks like, unfortunately, only one of them is close enough to actually be able to hit.
Yeah.
But you could make an attack, make a slam attack with zombie 14.
So I'm looking at this sheet. Do I have to scroll to...
Yeah, you can scroll down to slam, and then when you just mouse over melee weapon attack, it should light up. Just drag that.
Oh, okay, I see.
NPC sheets work a little bit, and it crits. Okay, good job, my guy. Roll that bludgeoning damage. Mouse over the same way. That's how NPC sheets work.
So, where it says hit,
Yes, hit, and then has the damage listed. Just drag the damage over. Deals 15 points of damage as this zombie lays into him, dealing almost maximum damage with a bonus because of your subclass.
That's spicy.
Naban, you're stuck between a zombie and a
You just
crow.
made... That ant got so much better.
Okay. Now I want to cast blindness, deafness.
Alright, go ahead and throw it at him.
And I choose one, right?
How are you rolling so good with this stupid crow?
I don't know, man. He is looking pretty rough. Y'all
Never
dealt a lot of
mind.
damage
Smart,
to him very
dang.
fast.
Can I, with a bonus action, summon my Shadow Blade?
Yeah. As you create a blade of moonlight and shadow in your hand.
Okay, I'm done.
Bro. He's gonna decide to attack the people that hurt him real hard, so he's gonna talon attack against Nutmeg again, and he's gonna beak attack against Peace, because Peace was punched him in the beak. So he's gonna try and snap at you.
Beak.
He does hit even through your patient
Fudge.
defense. Pardon?
his attack plus 13.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Plus,
It's a solo monster, man. It's cool.
It's a solo monster, yeah.
It's a one shot, you know.
It's a one-shot solo monster.
Go Crow,
Now,
go.
being Ray of Enfeeblement, or yeah, instead.
Ray of Enfeeblement's pretty good against big monsters like this. You can keep concentration, it's fine. Granted, you're succeeding on the saves anyway, but yeah. As he bites out around him, he is going to...
Are you
Yeah, he'll stay there. He doesn't want to
sure
take...
that? Are you sure that it hit me? Where's the disadvantage thing?
So yeah, up there with Crow, attack, beak, disadvantage. It rolled a 14 and an 8. The 8 plus
Okay.
13 is 21. But it is
Thank
your
you.
turn to get revenge.
Micah, was I grappled again?
Revenge him.
You make the save to not get grappled. Use the power of butter. The power of butter and anime on your side. You successfully
Power
do
of
not
butter
get...
compels you.
The power of butter
Yeah.
compels you indeed.
You know what? That was so great. Hey, good job, old man.
Yeah.
It says he is wise, so
Wise
She's like,
old shrew.
See? It happened. You're my friend. We worked together real well, but now you have to die. I'll miss you, former nut friend. Meh.
I love the optimism that Meg has in the world of fights. She's like, I want everyone to be friends. Fortunately, there are lots of Rodentia Minamia friends to be made.
I had to figure out the best way to explain her rage when she like looked so freaking adorable, and when
Because she just
like
wanted
her
to be
whole
friends.
you want to be friends, and then when people are like, "No, I want to hurt you," he's like, "Why can't we be friends?" And she's just mad the whole time. She's just...
She's mad. Good job on the damage. A couple of hits. You're gonna bonus action anything?
I'm trying to decide. Should I try Stunning Strike again? I don't have very many key points.
This is your last fight. Go ham.
Crow's really good at it, though.
Up to you.
Full send. Oh my gosh!
It failed. He is stunned dramatically.
Hooray! That's great. That means one turn where he can't do nothing. He's restrained. Everything crits on him if you hit. That's the best. He's super toast now, even if the toast doesn't hit him.
Oh, right. I still have a bonus action.
That you do.
Do I flurry of blows?
Yeah. Yes.
It's my last key point.
Yeah, but he's stunned, so all of those get advantage.
True.
And deal double damage because he should be size.
Yes.
Is that right?
Do they?
Stun?
Okay.
Do that?
I-
I feel like it does.
If you hit a creature that is incapacitated, you automatically crit them.
Okay. 1 second.
You're good. I also just realized this whole time y'all can see the enemy's health bars. Normally, you're not supposed to be able to.
I noticed that too, and I wasn't going to say anything lest you take it away.
Chris, I think
Okay.
you're
hadn't
thinking of
noticed.
unconscious.
What? It has to be unconscious? I thought it was incapacitated.
I'm pretty sure paralyzed makes you auto crit.
Incapacitated is a different condition, and the crow is stunned.
Let's see.
But you do have advantage on all of those blows.
But it
Stunned is incapacitated.
it
Can't
does
move.
have-
Always speak falteringly.
advantage.
That girl's against have advantage. Okay, so yeah, it's not quite as good as hold person, auto crit, paralyze, but it is still very good.
Okay. I thought it was the monk answered the whole person, but alright, my bad.
I mean, it still kind of is because they can't move, and they're incapacitated.
Yeah.
Can't
They
move.
can't do anything. You just don't get the crit benefit as well.
Yeah.
Nope.
Anyways, will it auto do the advantage thing?
It should, yes.
With the effect on it? Okay. So, key point for flurry of blows.
Crit.
Woo! Inspiration.
Huzzah.
So is this a crit of a crit? So like 4 times damage?
No.
No, it's
D&D
just
doesn't
one
work
crit.
like that. You can't have multiple sources of crit, just like you can't have multiple sources of advantage. That was kind of a sad crit roll, though.
That's a lame rule.
Yeah,
Um,
that is one of the reasons I've considered for maybe for the Star Wars campaign. Maybe we'll give it a shot for a little bit of the max the base die, and then you roll the extra die. Something like that.
Huh.
That way you're always
The-
dealing more than max normal.
The inspiration is that. Can I use that as an advantage to attack?
You already have advantage.
I mean, I already do. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. What's up?
Anyways, can I use
Last.
it to re-roll that?
Nah. Martin?
Yay! I am gonna fighting spirit and stabby stab.
You already had advantage, but hey, extra HP is great. Not like you're gonna use it again
Oh, yeah.
anyway. Go for it.
Wait, I already had advantage? Why?
Because he's stunned.
It's stunned.
Oh, that makes sense.
As he falls forward,
well.
kind of stunned, unable to move, you jump up and run along his beak. Poke
Stab
him
him in
in
the
one of his
eye.
eyes as he reels back in pain. You come down with the other strike, piercing into his forehead,
Still no nat 20s.
stabbing deep
And he
into the
split-
forehead, into his tiny bird brain.
It's tiny.
You kick off, backflipping off of him as he falls backwards into the fiery toaster. That might actually become a fire hazard if an adult, a giant doesn't walk in at some point.
Seriously though, my legit strategy before he jumped over the heat was to go and cut the power cord.
Based.
But he moved.
Taking a deep breath as the crow falls and smolders before you. For the sake of time, you all gather together, work together to lift and carry the Gruyere back over to the edge and toss it down, letting it strike against the ground because it's cheese, it'll be fine. And climbing down before it. Thankfully, no
It'll just
giants
make all
come
the-
in by the thud. You're able to
It's a
carry
soft
it
cheese.
back.
Make that a thud.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You're able to carry it back as a group, working to bring it back to the Rodentia Minimia, splitting it up amongst you all, creating many new friends for Nutmeg. Naban getting like 1,000 subscribers on his channel, probably.
I thought his GoPro was broken.
That's why I said probably. He doesn't know. Do you think Naban knows, Jaislyn?
No.
Definitely not. Peace. Returning to peace and helping others. And Efaris scheming in an underground laboratory, looking for the secret he so richly desires. Benjamin Mia adores you all, and Martin has secured himself as truly an honorable successor to his father. Thus concludes the Fellowship of the Big Cheese. Part one.
Yippee!
Woo. Part 1.
I mean, and who knows? Maybe there'll be a part 2 someday. I'm not promising anything though.
So it's gonna end up like Divergent. Just have part 1, part 2, and then nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are just the movies. The books still exist.
I mean,
I
to
know,
be
but
fair,
I
I
never
didn't like the books anyway either. I had
That's
so
fair.
many problems with that.
It got weird. They got so weird so fast.
Yes, they
So-
did.
Do we get our copper?
This isn't a regular session. I mean, I can give all of your characters here copper or XP if you want. Nah, your
Suddenly
regular
we're level
characters.
20.
Your characters got a week off.
This was so great.
That was a lot of fun.
I super adore Nutmeg. She is best girl.
I love all the characters. They're very fun. Peace Trouble. I
I
like the
don't-
way you played Martin.
I was gonna say I don't know
I was-
enough about the others, but I definitely love Martin and Naaman, Naban or whatever. And I really want to find out what Peace's backstory is. The old guy, he just did good by Nutmeg, so she's great.
I was really trying to play him like Puss in Boots, just like very dashing, debonair, confident of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
I mean, he
read
looks
his character backstory if you want.
Sure.
Oh, did you write one? Did you write one for him?
No. Oh,
No,
maybe.
Micah did.
Yeah. All your characters got short backstories in the sheet.
Let me guess, he was a
Um,
bruiser for the mob boss cat.
So my character name on my sheet says peace, and then in parentheses it says trouble. The character backstory says, as Trouble, you were known as an enforcer for Don Fluffles, using your powerful legs and build to keep his other servants in line without him having to lift a finger. After being nearly eaten by the Don, you decided you had enough and left, hearing him hiss at you to never come back. You spent time alone in the backyard, finding enlightened milk and changing your name to Peace. You then returned to the Hoos and began helping others, often the people of Rodentia Minima, below the Florberd. Prince Martin has asked for your aid in a quest to revitalize the people.
That's awesome. Mine was very simple. You're bored, so you go adventuring. It says you know how to have fun and find an adventure. So I was like, yeah, that's like she just wants to go make new friends.
Just go make new friends and have fun and beat some people over the head a little bit.
Nobody wants to be her friend. She's adorable, and she knows it.
Good night, guys.
I'll
Good
go ahead and stop the recording here. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for everyone who came and watched. Hope you enjoyed it. It was fun for me to make and seemingly for the players to play. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you back for regular Remnant Lunar Archon next week.
Woo!